It doesn't smell like anything. It just is.
It should smell like something. It's an onion.
Well, it's a baby. Let it mature.
Gotcha.
I think this can be separated between like the glamorous side of like Marilyn Monroe. I love her. Or Audrey Hepburn. Every time I'm sad, I watch Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's my favorite movie. She's so amazing and chic, and I want to be that every time. I love it. More legitimate or more realistic, my aunt, my mom, my grandma, right? Like all the really strong women in my life who have faced so many things really gracefully and passionately and have huge successes. And who also are really humble about it, but also willing to help me when I have issues like that. My Aunt Jerry, she jokes that she's like a lemon. So like anything that's bad that could happen to her has. Like she has been engaged a few times. She had breast cancer at a really young age, like conquered that, has had jobs, lost jobs. She's raised $8 million. Like she can do anything. And she's funny and really, really humble and so down to earth and relatable, and like that's great. And then my mom, honestly, for just putting up with raising our family and still doing it. She'll still answer, Mom, I don't know how to get this stain out of my clothes. What do I do? How do I cook chicken? When do I know it's not raw? So she's amazing that way. So for my grandmother, I mean, this is my mom's mom. She raised 6 kids. They were super poor, right? But my uncle always says, like, if we were poor, we didn't know it. Like, when we were kids, like, they just made it so great, which is awesome. But my grandma's so patient, like, unbelievably patient. Like, if you've had a little kid in the kitchen and you're trying to, like, make pancakes and they're trying to crack an egg, it's the most annoying thing, and you just want to take the egg and crack it, but she'll go step by step with you, and it's okay, and she pulls the chair up, and, like, patience is huge, and just how to be kind and funny and witty still in every situation. This is my grandma's original engagement ring, but my mom's mom was engaged twice to my grandfather. So the first time she said no, and so the first time she said no, and they called off their engagement. She didn't want to marry him, and then like 3 months later, or that timeline might be off, but she eventually called him up and was like, no, I do want to marry, let's get together. And so then he proposed again, and that's the ring that she's still wearing. But 2 Christmases ago, she gave me this one. So this is it. And I think that her and I are so similar. I think that if I got engaged, I would say no the first time and then change my mind and realize I was crazy. And then would say yes again. This is huge because I just realized that one of my love languages is gifts. Like, that's how I feel loved, is when people buy me things, which seems really shallow, and it never used to be my love language. I took the quiz 5 years ago and I was anti-gifts at the bottom. But now I think that because I'm older, when someone can buy something for you that they were thinking of you when they weren't with you, but also it fits who you are perfectly, is great. I feel like I'm in a really big crossroads right now, honestly. Do I stay in Grand Rapids? Do I stay at the job I'm at even though I don't like it? But it's like paying my bills. Do I stay in Grand Rapids and find a different job? Do I interview and potentially accept this job in my hometown in Adrian? Do I move to Adrian? Do I move outside of Adrian? Do I continue with the relationship I'm in right now? That has a huge effect on it. All of that right now feels really all-consuming and really hard. Right now I am managing an art studio. So it's a DIY studio that does like pottery painting, glass fusing, wood sign making. But it also has a more craft side to it where you can learn how to make something on the potter's wheel. I'm thinking about this single mom that took my class, and she just needed like time away. She did it for herself as her birthday present, and like some of her pots were great, some of them weren't, you know, that's how it is. And I wasn't in the studio when she came back to glaze them, but I did unload them from the kiln, and I almost started crying because I pulled them out and she had done this glaze combination I didn't even think of, and I was so proud of her. her name is Jessica, and I was like, Jessica, you did this. And the first day, you know, she's nervous and like didn't want to try it and just had all these, you know, fears and combative feelings about it. And then like she made such amazing things, and it just was like this aha moment of like I helped her do that, right? And just to even be a small fraction of involved in that is the most like fulfilling, brings tears to my eyes feeling. So I think that what my purpose in life is, although really strongly relates to my career and what I enjoy doing, like I really love creating art. I feel so drawn to that. But I think that what you can pull out from that, which is my passion, is connecting with people. I just can't imagine living my life not meeting all the people that I've met, right? Not having those conversations, not knowing different perspectives, not diversifying my view of things, which really comes from the people I've met. And I think a huge part of it is being open to what people say or to the questions you ask or don't ask, because sometimes people just want to talk, and that's great and that's fine. But I want to have those little moments, right, forever with everybody I meet, because they ultimately create all the big moments. I think growth. The past year, I have grown so much. Between what my job was, I've learned how to manage a team, how to not manage a team, how to communicate better with not only my boss but with my family, with my roommates, in my personal relationships. All of that, I think I've just matured a lot this year, and having to make decisions living on my own and things like that. And it's not always easy, and I haven't done it perfectly, but I'm here, and I'm at this stage where I don't want to stop, right? And that's sort of why I want to leave my job now, is that I've reached the top of that, and I want to keep doing more. There's more that I know I can do, and I feel like I'm being hindered and not expected to keep growing, and I don't like that, right? There's so much I can offer, and I really want to explore that, so I want to grow.